old Mycophilia, the original Mycophilia, even though it's not my main channel anymore. But man, it feels good. It survived. It survived. It survived hibernation.
But man, it feels good.
So yes, it survived hibernation. Good to see you all in here. Let me see if I could get a live chat going. What's up, TJ? What's up, TJ? How are you doing, man? Can I ask you, do you know about my other channels, or did you come from my other channels, or were you on this original Mycophilia the whole time thinking that I just disappeared? If anybody's in that situation, let me know in the comments because I'm really curious to see. Hey, what's up, Silitron? I'm doing good. I do. You helped me start from the original Uncle Ben's video. Unfortunately, TJ, I've never done an Uncle Ben's video. What's up, A Touch of ADD? What's up, Tony Stewart? Hey, good to see you guys. So hopefully we could get some more people in here. Hey, what's up, Beaker Dabs? Alrighty. Hey, what's up, Kyle J? How's it going? Good to hear that. I hope I could get some people who thought that I just disappeared on this original channel coming in, and they're like, hey, what the hell? Like, I thought you just disappeared. So I don't know. The stream's just started, so hopefully we could get some people. For some reason, it just like doesn't like whatever I post on this channel, it stopped recommending it to my subscribers. Basically, you know, when I post a video here and there during the strike, I would get like maybe 500 views maximum in like a little over 2 weeks. So you know, it's not getting around to my subs. So I guess that's what happens when you get a few strikes. But we started on the new channel, and hopefully I could get some, what you call it, some remnants of the old channel onto the new ones. So, well, anyways, guys, so this is basically going to be like a fungi and chill, basically. That's the pretty much the format, you know. Formally, it's to, well, I told you guys the purpose to see if I could reach out to any of my old subs, but for all intents and purposes, for most intents and purposes, it's just another fungi and chill. So I hope you guys enjoy. Got a lot of updates here, you know, lots to talk about. Be sure to hit the like, by the way, guys. That really helps this video get out there, and it's going to get more people in here, and that means more engagement between each other and all that. Yes, Tony, you are a moderator now, and so are you, Beaker Dabs. Well, Beaker, you've been a moderator for a while on the old channel. So, yeah, awesome. So, yeah, guys, hit that like. It'll really help it out. And I hope you guys are doing great. I made a video yesterday. I finished editing it earlier, but it's like a bit of a longer video, so it is basically uploading to YouTube right now. Hopefully there's enough space on my computer. Well, absolutely, Tony, you deserve it, you know, like, you know, you're here quite often. You've been here from very early on in the old channel. I appreciate all of you OG subscribers. I remember, you know, basically every single one of you that's at least commented on the old channel. So yeah, geez, you know, 10 people in here right now. So like if I did this on my new channel, then I would have like way more than 10 people, right? But this channel has 1,000 more subscribers than the other one, so that's the algorithm for you. Okay, we got 11 people here now. Welcome to the live stream, whoever just joined. Be sure to hit the like so we can get some more people in here. What's up, Alzheimer Demens? Good to see you, man. All the way from Germany. We got, I think Germany's one of the biggest international audiences that I have outside of basically the English-speaking world. So, you know, if you guys have any questions or you just want to talk about something or whatever, just hit me up. Hey, Stephen Moody Hives. Cool name, man. Moody Hives. I like that. I just found your channels last week. Great work, man. Keep it up. Hey, man, thanks a lot. I'm really glad to hear that. You know, I'm getting a lot of people coming into the channel now, which is absolutely amazing. So really welcome to the Mycophilia family. You know, it's an awesome community. All the members of this community are awesome. So I haven't seen any bad stuff so far. Hey, Derek, how's it going, man? Good to have you here. Hope you enjoy the stream. Germany sucks. So yeah, cool. We got 14 people in here now. If you're just joining in, be sure to hit the like. I want to start officially in 2 minutes once we hit the scheduled start time at 6 o'clock, I guess. Yeah, 6 o'clock. I got 2 minutes left on that. Got my watch here. So yeah, cool. Remember to hit the like on the way in, friends. Absolutely, Beaker Devs. Thank you for that. Hopefully, because the more likes we get, that means that YouTube's like, okay, people are watching it, people are liking it. Let's spread this video out to more people. And then more people equals more questions, equals more engagement, equals more of a community. So it's a win-win for everyone. Kyle J says, got some albino riptide swabs on the way. Any experience with it? Any quirks I should be aware of? I don't know, man. I've heard of it, but it's basically a core lover. So it'll grow basically like a core lover. I think it's got some PE lineage in there. So be aware of just basically, you know, the pitfalls of PE, blobbing, slow growth, casing layer could help, that kind of thing. Alzheimer Dement says, agar work done. Yeah, man, I did a lot of agar work yesterday. Tons of agar work. Lots of SAB work. If you guys saw on my other channel, I did a 2.5 hour session, SAB session yesterday. And gotta be honest, guys, I didn't enjoy it much. I was just like, oh, there's so many tasks. Here's the task master that I made yesterday. Where is it? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, here it is. Did swabs, transferred clone, and a plate. So 2 plates, rehydrated like 6 jars, made agar slurry and inoculated a jar with it. Made some liquid inoculant and inoculated 3 jars with it, and made some agar inoculations of 6 jars. So I did a lot of stuff yesterday, and you know, there's so many more jars. This is less than half of all the projects I've got going on right now. This is just like a small slice of every single project that I have. So, you know, just to give you guys a good sample of what's going on here. Yeah, let's see. Hey, what's up, DKC? What is up, DKC? You are a moderator on this channel. Congratulations. Beaker Dev says a comment will increase your pin set too. That's scientific fact. There's studies on that. I promise. Tony Stewart says, also, if you enjoyed the stream, please leave a positive comment after. It will ensure your substrate is always at field capacity and help the channel grow. Absolutely. This is also a scientific fact. I think it was Albert Hoffman who said that in 1942. So I can't cite the exact source, but I'm pretty sure this is factual. Yeah. Beaker Dab says, I cut and split wood all day. Just finished dinner. Awesome, man. Don't Kill Carrot says, hey, Sage, nice like the 6th channel now. Yeah, man, absolutely. Although this is the OG one. So, by the way, guys, we got 15 people in here. We got 10 likes. Let's get the likes up so we get this channel out there and people can come into the stream and engage with us. Because Tony Stewart says it was Albert Hoffman. I can verify. Yes, it was Albert Hoffman. Derek Sharp says, feels good to be home. It sure does, doesn't it? But like now, you know, it's not my home anymore. It's like, this is where I used to be. So, but that's a good thing because that means that, you know, it's progressing, you know. I'm glad that the new channels have been growing so well. Oh, man. It feels like a long time since I've actually been back here, you know. It has been a long time, but like longer than it really was. Because so much has happened in between. Awesome, we got 16 people in here. All right, guys, we got 16 people in here and 12 likes. Let's get 16 likes so we can get this video out there and we can get more people in here. Overjoyed, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back to the old Mycophilia. All right, we got 13 likes now. Thanks for the 13th person who liked it. Ich bin Albert. Yes, Alzheimer. Don't kill carrots. Very tasty. Oh, yes. Derek Sharp says, like a condo. Yes, exactly like a condo. Overjoyed says, it's good to have backups. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was hard work, but now we got some good backups. So basically, my presence on YouTube is basically ensured to some extent, to a much larger extent than having no backups. Alzheimer demands Rumble is better than stinking YouTube. Well, you know, in terms of censorship, yes, but in terms of a platform itself, in terms of reaching out to an audience, not nearly as good as YouTube, unfortunately. That's just the reality. Tyleek, who the F is this guy? Wrestler, man. Who the F is this guy? What's up, Leek? Oh, Mycophilia, good to see you too, Sage. Thanks, Overjoyed. Good to see you too. Alzheimer Demen says, okay, I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that because it's probably just gonna be like really, really like offensive. So I'm not gonna, and I don't understand, unfortunately. I just know the Deutsch part at the end. No, man. I'll sound like the funny guy with a mustache, you know. I don't want to say that. Overjoyed says, Beaker Dads, I'm doing well. Been playing with Agar today. Better make more. Yeah. I go through like seasons of using Agar and not using Agar. Well, I mean, I'm always using Agar, but like I do a bunch of transfers, like Agar work every other day, and then like I get burned out. But I feel like I've done enough Agar work to last me for a long while. So I don't want to, yeah. So now I'm at that point, 17 people. Now I'm at that point where I'm just like, yeah. What was I going to say? Need to do some Agar work, basically. Overjoyed says, I seem to go through a lot of Agar. Same here. Same here. I made these, I made 25 plates less than a week ago. And I've only got 5 left. Because yesterday I did a lot of Agar work. So I put the low spore gnats that I got from a viewer, Sanity Extinct, right? Who originally got it from Yoshi. And so I did 5 swabs of him. And I forgot to clean it in distilled water. I had the water prepared and everything for the SAB sesh yesterday, right? Because I like to clean my swabs before I do it with sterile water. So I just basically open this up inside the SAB and then dip in the swab and just like rinse it. If I know it's dirty from the first place, then I'm gonna make 3 of these jars and just go, you know, do it again. And then the last one, I just dip it in and pull it out. I learned that from Munch. So that's a good way to clean up bacteria and such, or try to get as much as you can off of it, sort of to clean it up a little bit. So basically, I put these to Agar yesterday and I forgot to do the thing. And okay, so this plate looks okay, right? This plate looks okay. This plate looks okay. I did 5 plates again. That's just like some stuff that I got in there when I was making it. It's not contam or anything. This plate does not look okay. Now look at that. There's some bacteria already growing in there. And this plate really does not look okay. Look at that bacteria. So that's why it's good to do at least 5 plates for swabs. At least 5 plates. And that's also why I don't like swabs. It's just a dirtier way, I find, of doing things. It's kind of messy. All right, we got 18 people in here. Be sure to hit the like, guys. Get this video out there so we get more people, and that means more engagement equals more comments equals more fun. Alzheimer says, I said you can speak German. Thank you. Overjoyed says, I may have to reduce the nutrients. Stuff is just outgrowing the plates. Well, that's a good thing. Usually, there's a good balance. having a little less nutrients, maybe a couple less grams, for example, of malt extract, if you were using that, which is what I'm using. Actually, I think you're using malt extract, right? So if you reduce it, then you could actually get faster growth, and it could also help you get rhizo growth because there's less nutrients, so the mycelium wants to move faster to get to the nutrients. Yeah. You have to reduce the nudes, stuff. Swab need cleanup. Yeah, Alzheimer, as you saw. But I got 3 good plates that so far doesn't have bacteria. I'm sure some of them will show some bacteria, but all we need is just one little bit of mycelium on the plate, and we should be good to go. So fingers crossed for that, because that's the only gnat swab that I do have. Beaker Dev says, I did 68 slants and 24 20-millimeter vials with liquid culture for storage and 6 new jars of liquid culture yesterday. Damn, Beaker, you are bulking like crazy. That is a whole lot of slants, man. Alzheimer Dement says, swab is absolutely new to me. Yeah, you know, it's kind of necessary for varieties that don't drop the spores, you know. But I'm no fan of it, as I said. DKC says, nice dabs. Okay, DKC, you are going to get moderator as well. I forgot to put you as moderator thing. Overjoyed says, I'm going to try that. I see some of my swabs are already looking yucky after 2 days. Not a good sign. I use the pedal method. I'm going to try that. I see some of my swabs already. Yeah, that's the thing about swabs. I just don't like them. You know, the thing is, right? I'm going to make a video eventually called the swabification of the hobby. Oh, we got 20 people. Hit the like, guys. We got 20 people and 14 likes. Get the likes up so we can get this video out there so we get more people and we can have more fun. So yeah, the swabification of the hobby, because, you know, like you see swabs for varieties like GTs, Blue Meanies, you know, Jedi Mind F, you know, all these like regular, like non-mutated varieties are getting swabs, like WTF, you know, whereas before you either get it in a syringe or you get it in a spore print. And, you know, it just seems lazy and just cheap to be giving swabs rather than prints when you can be giving prints. And also swabs, like you're limited to basically streaking them on agar or, you know, using plates, right? And not everybody is up to that. So, you know, with the spore print, you can make syringes, you know, but then again, a lot of people aren't, well, that's the whole thing, you know, people are just skipping over syringes and they have their use. And that's sort of what I want to bring back also with mycophilia, is that all these things coexist and they all have benefits as long as you use them within their niche. For example, with syringes, use them for brown rice flour. BRF cakes, use them for brown rice, you know, just all sorts of stuff. So, but yeah, swabs. Where was I? Overjoy says, I hate swabs. XJ11, good to see you, man. We are back, absolutely. More people, more pins, absolutely, Alzheimer. Absolutely. Alik, you're also a moderator now. Overjoy says, I use 7.5 grams. Yeah, there you go. It's a little less than usual. You could even go a little less. Try like 5 grams. Tony Stewart says, I have fallen behind on making agar. I need to make more plates tomorrow. I'm completely out. Oh, yeah. You got to reload. Overjoyce has 10 grams agar, 7.5 grams light malt extract, and 1 gram nutritional yeast. Now that is a secret to fast colonization as well. I need to buy some. XJ11 says, SAB work for me. Yeah, SAB work. It's like homework sometimes. Hey, Savage Shadow Wolf. How's it going, man? Good to see you here. Oh, we got someone hitting the like. Thank you, whoever hit that like. Overjoy says, I'm going to try the IAL method and we'll probably buy some slants tonight. IAL method. What is that? I also made water agar, says Overjoyed. Cool. Tony Stewart says, you know, Overjoyed, I'm not a big fan of swabs. I'll use them if I have to, but I prefer spore prints. Yeah. Maybe make something in between. Don't kill carrots. Very, very intense stickers. Hey, Mr. Bigglesworth, good to see you, man. Alzheimer Demand says H2O2 solution for swab decontamination. Depends. Depends if it's like mold, yeah. But you know, I'm not a fan of that, really. I'm not a fan of putting in extra solutions into it. It really depends on the situation as well. But you can, it can work if done properly. Overjoyed says, Tony Stewart, no other option from Yoshi and Dave. Don't kill carrots, very intense Super Saiyan mod transition. Yeah. Savage Shadow Wolf says, I streak a plate and take 2 petals from every swab. Seems to work out all right. Overjoyed says, spores are dirty. Plates or liquid culture are my preference. Well, spores can be dirty. With the method that I like to use, they're basically clean, like super clean. Never had a problem with it, basically. But I wouldn't use other people's spores if I don't know, because I don't know how they made it, right? Don't kill carrots, Sailor Moon style. Tony Stewart. Yeah, that was what stopped me from buying the special black pack he had last month. Because of swabs. Beaker Dav says, I like to streak multiple plates and dunk the last one. Yeah. Overjoyed says, I'm low on agar when I'm down to my last 20 plates. Alzheimer demands 5G and closed eyes with nice music. Oh, yeah. Tony Stewart says, yeah, I go spore to agar, then to grain once I have a clean plate. Yeah. That's the safest way. Tony Stewart says, that's a good idea. Beaker probably just don't have enough experience with swabs. I've always almost just bought prints. I've almost always just bought prints. Yeah, with swabs is basically for varieties like, you know, ape, things like that, that don't drop spores on their own, so you can't really take a print. I streak and pedal, says Overjoyed. Beaker Dap says, I need to order more plates. 30 left. I got 10 glass plates in the mail and wanted to try them before ordering a bunch. Need to order more plates. 30 left. Nice. Hopefully the glass plates go well. Savage Shadow Wolf says, dunking swabs never seem to work out for me. Alzheimer Demand says, experience with Yeti and White Rabbit. No, I do have White Rabbit swabs, but I haven't put them onto agar yet. But basically, they're all core lovers, you know, they're gonna grow similarly. Beaker Dab says, got Yeti and White Rabbit. Yeti and colonized grain and White Rabbit in tubs. Nice. Overjoyed says, let me know if you like the glass. We're usually in the same page. I like the PP5 bead jars. So I'm going to give you guys a little update on what's going on here. So first of all, let's look at the truffles. Remember, this is from the 27th of, 31st of October, Halloween babies. As you can see, this is 2 different cultures. I got one there, I got one here. This guy is actually an untested culture from spores to agar, and then just took a cut of it. And as you can see, the truffles are getting bigger and bigger. It's like for a month, they didn't grow at all, right? So I thought they finished growing, and then recently they started growing again. So, yeah, Pretty nice brown looking phenotype. Very veiny. Look at that, like almost black. And I'll show you where the bulk of the truffles are. It's on the bottom. Oh, look at that. Lots and lots of truffles. Now let me show you the other one. So this one is the one that you guys saw on my shoebox harvesting, truffle shoebox harvesting video. And this has also grown a little bit since then. So this guy is actually a really, really good producer. As you guys saw in that video, I got the equivalent of around 500 G of fresh core lovers, right, off of that one shoebox flush. And I could have put them back in and they would have grown some more, you know. Yes, Alzheimer, that's correct. Floridian grass lovers. So yeah, this guy is really amazing producer. So I'm making a dehydration video. Well, actually, I made the dehydration video. I'm just uploading it on YouTube right now. This is like the third time trying because there's no space on that computer. So I've just been deleting files and stuff, and I've been wanting to release it today, but we'll see. If not today, then tomorrow morning or something like that. So yeah. Beaker Dab says, I got them from Inoculate the World. Use coupon code Mycophilia and save 10% on your order. Thank you, man. Absolutely awesome. Thank you for your support. You could get 10% off from Inoculate the World or Micropose. And Micropose, I should say. Those two are my current affiliates, and hopefully we should be getting a grain affiliate in the near future. I'm speaking with them, so. And also like substrate, you know, like properly pasteurized poo substrate, etc. So. Don't Kill Carrot says, my grass lovers are my slowest grower right now. I think I need some incubation on my agars. Interesting. I find grass lovers to be one of the faster ones. Here's a pin from grass lover pin. This is from just a couple days ago. But as you can see, it's growing pretty nicely. This is from a plate pin. So I took some transfers yesterday. Alzheimer says, ITW sent to me, but customs seem to be a problem. Oh no. Really? What did you order from them? Did you, you didn't get isolated syringes, did you? Overjoyed Clean Genetics can't wait to try the Micropose PP5 plates. Yes, please try them and please use my code. Ooh, a little bit of self-promotion. But yeah, genuinely, I'm curious how those plates are because if it's any good, then hopefully I could get some. It's just a shipping costs a lot in Canada. And if I want to buy some plates, it's going to be a bunch. I'm looking forward to try the plate micro. Oh yeah. Overjoyed says my plates were not only pinning but full-grown fruit. Yikes! I will Sage. Thanks. Alzheimer demand. No, I did not try it yet. Shipping costs a lot everywhere. Yeah, but at least Micropose is still in the U.S. because it becomes international when it gets to Canada. The Overjoyed says the PP 5B jars are pretty good. I can't get those in Canada. I've looked. Unfortunately, they're only available on the American Amazon. Beaker Dab says I've had my attempts and ATL7 in tubs for about 2 weeks now. Oh, how are they doing? Are they growing truffles? Are they growing fruits? Are you trying to fruit them? So are you going to case them? That kind of thing. I'm curious. Lincoln's RC says, does colonization take longer when it's colder out? Yes, but depends on how cold. Hey, Fred, good to see you. Hi, Sage and friends. Just got back from a little trip. My shoeboxes missed me. Currently beating on jars. Nice. Welcome back. Now, when you say a little trip, I don't know what kind of trip you're talking about. You know, in this channel, it can mean, you know, two different things. XJ11 says, I have a blue pan spores that will not take to agar. What would you recommend? When did you put them on agar? Alzheimer Dement says, should I try chicken poo for core lovers? I mean, it's nutritious, but chicken poo is one of the harder ones. I've never tried it, but from what I understand, it's one of the harder ones because it's so powerful. So it's easy to F things up, easy to get contaminants, basically. There was a guy on my server who tried chicken poo and he got the most weird looking black mold, like the most terrifying looking black mold on his tubs. One of the coolest contaminations, though, that I've ever seen, but disgusting at the same time. Beaker Dab says, going for sclerotia. Nice, nice. So hopefully you're starting to grow some since it's been 2 weeks. DKC says, water agar. Alzheimer dementia says, antibiotic agar. Antibiotic agar. I'm not a big fan of antibiotic agar because it's not really antibiotic, because eventually the mycelium, eventually the bacteria will learn how to get around the antibacterial agar, antibiotic agar, and it's going to come back. It's going to come back stronger, right? That's what happens. So I'm not a big fan. It's because you could put it on antibiotic agar, do transfer, two transfers, and you're going to be like, oh, look, there's no more bacteria. So then you put it to grains, but the thing is the grains don't have any antibiotics, right? So the agar is fine, but the grains will get all the bacteria. So if you do use antibiotic agar, then you should transfer it to a regular agar plate afterwards and do like 2 or 3 transfers since then, just to make sure that the antibacteria is gone. Overjoyed says, I looked at Canadian Amazon and I'm amazed at how expensive things are. Limited selection. Oh yeah, everything in Canada is way more expensive than the States. I mean, literally, people here like just go to the US for shopping, you know, like, or some people go to buy gas because it's so much cheaper. You know, you don't see a lot of Americans doing that. To Canada. Alzheimer Dement says 1 or 2%. Derek Sharp says, I remember that guy. What guy are we talking about? Tommy Pham, what's up, man? Have you had any luck in growing pea cyans? No, not so far. At least with the tech that I'm trying right now. The main issue that I have right now is just basically colonization speed is taking ages. I will show you a cool thing that I'm doing right now. And this is to circumvent the pasteurization. This is poo lovers right here. And there's literally poo and grains mixed together. I just shook it up yesterday, so you don't see much mycelium, but look at how fast it is, recovering. US goes to Mexico for the deals. Yeah, there you go. And the ladies of the night and the devil's dandruff, right? So yeah, as you can see, it's growing very fast. So this is the second shake, so it should take off real quick. We got 24 people in here. Awesome. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like so you get more people in here and people get the word that Mycophilia did not disappear. XJ11 says, over a month ago, and I have tried 6 or 7 plates for the PC Estero. Water agar for cleanup. Alzheimer demands. MRSA. What is that? MRSA. Beaker Dav says 21 people here and 21 likes. Great job, friends. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Wow, we got 23 people and 25 likes. Nico says, how much grain would you transfer for G2G transfers? Like a spoonful maybe? Well, it really depends on how much you want to do, how quickly you want things to colonize. Generally, I like to do like 3 jars. Transfer to 3 jars. That's about what I do. And so that gives me a good balance of speed and quantity. I mean, because technically you could just do 1 grain, right? So just 3 jars. So you could imagine 1 jar there, 1 jar there, 1 jar there. Yeah, fast colonization. Like a spoonful. Yeah, way more than a spoonful. I personally like to use, as I say. It really depends on how much you want to do. Overjoyed says, I love agar. Yes, Overjoyed. I think that point is getting across very well. Alzheimer Demand says, okay, I got it. Cool. Beaker Dab says, I had sclerotia in my jars before spawning to bulk. Nice. Nice. I'm going to be making a harvesting video of this guy. I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but I had so much stuff that I wanted to do in the backlog still before I got to this. So hopefully soon I'll be harvesting this guy, and then I'm going to be spawning it to bulk. DKC says agar is very tasty. Yeah, especially boof water agar has a very, very refined taste. Overjoyed says, thanks for the agar rooting tip last night. We'll try it tonight. What's up, Playground of Sound? But many things are decriminalized in Canada. Pay your money, take your choice. Like what? What's decriminalized in Canada? Well, I guess like weed is legal here, but you know, a lot of people don't even buy it from the stores because it's cheaper to get it from, you know, black market growers. Because you got to pay tax for the store ones. Derek Sharp says, the man with the wicked contam from Chicken Poo. This delay is killer. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, this delay. Okay, it's only 3 minutes late. You know, it's not like 15 minutes, so that's good. Don't Kill Carrot says, yes, goes to Mexico. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Playground. Lincoln's RC says, how difficult is pink buffalo to spawn? It's the same as any other core lovers. Basically, if you're growing core lovers, it's pretty much the same. Unless you're growing a really weird variety like Enigma. You know, PE varieties also is the next tier. Yeah. Let's see. How difficult is pink buffalo to spawn? Lincoln's RC, how difficult is it? Oh, yeah. The Playground of Sound, where's the Stormtrooper at? Tommy Pham says, thanks, bro. I'm trying to go it off straw and sheep poo. 15 psi, 2 hours, and still how well my grains colonize. That's a good substrate. That should work as long as you're not, you know, as long as you're pasteurizing the substrate rather than sterilizing it, hopefully. But yeah, the grains, you could, you know, what you call it, pressure cook your grains for 3 hours. That's what I like to do now. 3 hours. Doesn't hurt the grains at all. It'll help make sure that your grains are clean. I just inoculated a bunch of jars with the pool lovers yesterday. Beaker Dab says, I got pink buffalo, same as any other core lover. Mine went rhizo fast. Nice. Overjoyed says, I'm putting colonized grain and condiment cups for future transfers. Nice. MRSA Superbug. I don't know what that is, man. Alzheimer? MRSA. Derek Sharp says, stop with the boof water. Very umami. Fred says, this hobby is teaching me patience and then more patience. Absolutely. Canada, Overjoy says, Canada is more about harm reduction. Most drugs are decriminalized compared to here. National versus for-profit healthcare system. Yeah, Overjoyed. But the thing is, the, you know, the institutionalized healthcare here is terrible. For example, if I want to go see a dermatologist, I got to wait for 2.5 years. And I can't just go to a dermatologist and be like, hey, I'm going to pay out of my pocket. Just please take me because I got this condition. No, you got to wait for 2.5 years. That's why the rich, the Canadians, the middle-class Canadians and the richer Canadians, they don't do their healthcare here really. They do their major stuff in the US because the standards are so much better. And actually here, it's it's getting so bad here that literally the government has rolled out euthanization, and they're going to do it to 12-year-old kids as well. They're going to make it available for 12-year-olds. And that's kind of effed up. And, you know, a lot of veterans who are waiting for specific health things here, you know, maybe they're looking for a new stroller or they're on the wait list for this or that. They're literally getting messages from the veteran associations saying, hey, you know, euthanization is going to be a choice soon. So how about, have you considered this option? It's like, and here, Vancouver, this is the peak. This is like where, you know, all this drug criminalization is going on here. And let me tell you, it's getting more and more and more and more dangerous. And because of the decriminalization, all of the homeless, all the homeless from all over the country are coming here. You know, it's like third world. You go downtown, it's like the third world. It's terrible. And you know, I was always, as an anthropology major, I was always all about, you know, decriminalization, making it legal, and all that. But seeing the results on the ground, my opinion is changing a little bit about that, because I was very gung ho about that as well, but a few years ago. But it's just, you know, the reality on the ground is not very perfect. And most drugs are not decriminalized here. It's only in Vancouver that up to 2 grams of any substance is okay. Alzheimer Demand says black market rules. Yeah. Beaker Dab says Jack Frost is my new favorite at the moment. Foof water. Alzheimer Demand says can't get hands on Jack Frost. Fred says methicillin resistant Staph aureus. Oh, wow. And I'm still, okay, some kind of a sickness. Overjoy says I have some pink buffaloes too, but for some reason I'm not excited about it. Well, it'd be cool if you could actually get some pink core lovers, but they're not pink. The creature in which the poo came out of was pink. Beaker Dab says IPC for 2.5 hours at close to 20 psi, and there you go. 2.5 years. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's really bad. Nationalized healthcare here is not done well at all. There's a huge healthcare crisis in terms of the infrastructure here, and it's been going on for a long time, and it's really, really bad. In fact, just recently there was a bunch of people died waiting in the ER. Like we saw some young people died waiting in the ER because they just couldn't see a doctor, you know. And it's making the rounds right here. Beaker Dab says, I didn't put my pink buffalo to bulk, just put it in on agar, then into storage. I didn't put my pink buffalo to bulk, just put it on agar, then into storage. Alzheimer, is the stream broken? Oh yeah, Derek, it's no joke, it's real, literally real. Yeah, overjoyed if you're terminal. But literally here, if you have like depression or whatever, and you just don't want to, like, you just have to ask your psychiatrist, literally they will recommend it to certain people. And it's pretty effed up. Because obviously if you're depressed, then, you know, but then years later, you might be like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't take that option. But now that people do have that option, it's like, it's basically to just, you know, I don't want to get too much into it, but keeps cutting you off for me, bro. Oh boy. Oh boy, maybe I'm being censored. Overjoy says Jack Frost is my personal favorite, but I can't find OG Jack Frost. Savage Shadow Wolf says I have albino pink buffalo. They are one of my favorites. Autoflower says I broke my shoulder in 2016, only got it fixed before Christmas. Damn. Overjoy says I heard Quebec is covering psychedelic therapy. Fred Am says working here. Beaker Dab says I got 3 Jack Frost, 1 from Inoculate the World, a Heaven's Manicut, and 1 from Uncle Stoner. Yeah, I got a bunch of Jack Frost too, and I haven't put any of them yet onto agar because I got my hands full at the moment. Do you ever use any of Dave Wombat's genetics? Directly from Dave Wombat? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. Because, you know, I quit before he became big, and I recently got back in the summer. So, and quite frankly, I'm not too interested in core lovers. Overjoyed says, okay, I'll put my PB in agar tonight and knock up a jar. My liquid culture is getting old. Lincoln's RC says, what's the difference between albino, pink buffalo, and just pink buffalo? Is it just a color? Yeah, one of it is just white, like literally just albino, and the other one is not. That's basically it. Alzheimer says, gotta hit a dab. Beaker dabs, I got almost 50 varieties, so I really gotta pick what goes in tubs. Pink buffalo got the bench. I got almost 50 varieties, so I really gotta pick what goes in tubs. Poor pink buffaloes. How many jars you got there, Sage? A crap ton, man. I got 20 jars. Yeah, I got about 20 jars. On here, not 20 jars, but I got a bunch on to the left of me. Just actually more than 20 jars if you count the poo cakes. By the way, here are the poo cakes. This is also Poo Lovers doing well, made with the agar slurry. But yeah, because these are PF style cakes, that means I can't shake them, so it takes a while to colonize. Here's a mini one here. Can't see the mycelium too well because it's a little bit wispier than the others, but yeah, there is mycelium. And also, so if you guys remember, I've had some issues with slow colonization of grains with the flash prep. So I inoculated a bunch, and it seemed like they were they weren't really doing too well or anything. But yesterday I realized, look at this, guys. This was inoculated on the 2nd of January. Mexican grass lovers, and look at how well colonized this guy is. Almost fully colonized with just one shake. So I'm very, very, very happy and excited that I could get some fruiting content again. And I brought 3 of them here. And as you can see, these ones are actually not nearly as well colonized as this one. And here's the problem that I've been having, right? Literally the agar wedge would stick to the side here, right? But then when I go to shake it, literally it's just so solid that it's just stuck on there with all of the grains. So I can't break up the grains, all of the grains in there. They're just stuck. So I shake it as best as I can, and this is what I get, which isn't bad, but like the vast majority, 95% of all the grains that I wanted to shake are not shaken. So I could only shake with like 5% of them. And I'm having this problem, for example, with the Starry Nights here. It's just super solid. And so I shook it up again today, and hopefully I should get a little more growth. But yeah, that's the main problem. I can't break these guys up. Alzheimer Dement says, crystals of God tech bullshit. Yes, absolute bullshit. Total bullshit. The reason that tech still is making the rounds occasionally and people are like, wow, you could have like crystals, man, is because the name sounds cool. Crystals of the Gods. You know, just like Terrence McKenna's book, Food of the Gods, you know, oh, crystals of the gods. Oh, it's horseshit. Water is the best solvent for the good stuff that we want, not alcohol. Because my JF looked so fire, in my opinion. It had gorgeous blue rings, white stems, and blue gills. Yeah, Fred, oh, why all the excitement over most albino species? Absence of colors affects maybe a question better in Discord. It's just the way it looks. It's just the way it looks. But like, you know, once you grow an albino, it's just basically all of this. It's just the same color, you know? Like, look at an albino pink buffalo and an albino Cambodian, and look at an albino golden teacher. They all look the same, right? Alzheimer Dement says, grow kit for poo lovers gave me a 1/4 gram. Overjoy says, you could say the same thing about brown cubes. Yeah, that's true. But, you know, rather than just regular core lovers, I'm more interested in like mutations rather than the color itself. Although it could be cool, but I like to have a variety, not just albinos. Like that chocolate crinkle. I like the way that looks. I used to have a culture here that I isolated called it chocolate MV6. Literally like looks like chocolate. the caps. Tony Stewart says, I have to take care of something. Be back in a few. All right, Tony. And here we have brown rice. So I've been messing around with brown rice again. And, well, not again. This is actually my first time. And they're doing good. I inoculated a bunch. I messed around with the cooking prep method. So I tried the original method of 10 minutes simmer. And what ultimately ended up happening was, because I'm using long grain brown rice, because that's the only one that I was able to find, basically it was, I felt like it was a little too wet. So I did it for 7 minutes and it's doing good. So. Overjoyed says, I love mutations. I grow my tubs like flowers. I gotta look at them every day, so I want to enjoy it. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Beaker Dad says, I like albinos because they don't drop blankets of spores. It's convenient if you don't get to harvesting a tub is not covered. Yeah, absolutely. That's true as well. Although they have invisible spores. So if you have like asthma or something, I wouldn't let them get too much sporulating. Don't kill carrots. Rice too wet. Rice is too wet. Fred says, if it tasted like chocolate, it would be too dangerous. Yeah, absolutely. Overjoyed at Beaker Dabs. I bought some a couple years ago, but not for mycology. I got to use them as mini ice packs for gum pain. I must be missing some comments here. Well, I can't find them, so I guess that's that. Oh yeah, and this is a rehydrated grain, so I shot in total 30 additional cc of water. I did 20 cc's yesterday in the SAB, and I did 10 cc's a while ago. And yeah, soaked it up just fine, you know. It looks better now, so hopefully it'll resuscitate. We were talking about mini centrifuge tubes. Ah, gotcha. Lincoln's RC says, I grew B+ and had 5 shoe boxes, one of which grew horseshoe shaped. Horseshoe shaped? Like mushroom? Horseshoe shaped. That's cool. That could be a cool mutation or a contam, so I want to know if it was a mushroom. Oh, okay. So basically it comes out of the substrate and then it goes like this kind of thing. So if this was happening, was it like a lot of mushrooms or was it just a few here and there? Fred says, those grains look clean. I want to go through my regular oats and get racing type ones. Oh, you're using non-racing oats, huh? Yeah, that could get a bit dirty. I've heard of people using soap to clean it up, and it seems to work pretty well. Just a little bit of soap when you're rinsing the oats. Lincoln's RC says, grew out the cocoa core and back end. Oh, that's interesting. That's yeah, that might be a mutation. That's pretty cool. Hope you cloned it or took some swabs. Because I remember Dave Wombat was talking about one of, I forgot which variety it was. It was chocolate something maybe, or it was something else, but it wasn't an albino variety. Basically, it would like fruit inside the substrate, which is pretty cool. Oh, nice. Baker Dabs, race horse oats for the win. Yeah. Lincoln's RC, I did. Oh yeah. Overjoyed says the problem with JF is everyone just labels him JF without mentioning which variety they are. I have yet to get classic JF. Bigger Dab says my white rabbit was fast to colonize, agar in grains, but normal in tubs. Must be that ape genetics. So is anybody in this chat who's from this original Mycophilia channel and didn't know that I'm on any other channels? If you are, please leave a comment because I'm really, really curious. Because I have a feeling that everybody watching this is from the new channels. It just goes to show, like, the algorithm is failing this channel. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. I have 2 white rabbits, some are not. I have 3 different white rabbit genetics. One is very rhizome. My white rabbits was sent 2 days ago and colonizing fast. Oh. Lincoln's RC is from this channel only. Okay, cool. So I got new channels. So if you want to check it out, you could just check in the description. I put the links to the 2 new Myco channels that I have. Well, new, you know, it's from October. After this channel, I took off the videos. So we got 1 person. Savage Shadow Wolf, really? I did not know of the other channels, but I've seen you commenting on the new Mycophilia, you know, because this is the old one that I was posting in the summer and early fall. This is the old Mycophilia, the one you're probably, because I've seen you on the new Mycophilia. Yeah, Alzheimer, YouTube does indeed. DKC, subscribe to the new Mycophilia and Sage's Intergalactic Nightclub. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, party time. Join the Discord. It's an amazing world of mush mush. Yes, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Lincoln's RC. I started from this. You inspired me and did well. Oh, man. Awesome, man. That's awesome to hear. Real happy to hear that. And absolutely, Beaker. Was the link in the description? I hope so. I hope I put the link in the description, but it's not. If it's not there, just go to any of the videos on my new channel, any of my new channels, and in the description, you'll find the link for the Discord. And I also got a Reddit as well. So if you want to check it out. Hey, what's up, Dank580? Hello from Oklahoma. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. This guy is called MFT because it's a massive effing truffle. Whoever won the giveaway that I did on the Discord like a week ago got this, the biggest truffle that I had. 30 G's. 30 G's in a truffle. It was massive. Lincoln's RC says the shoebox info worked for me, so I taught my sister how to do it in California. Man, that's awesome. Sporulating. Sporulating. Fantastic. Oh yeah, Fred, that's true. A mod can post a link here in YouTube chat. I got plenty of mods. Come on, guys. Let's share that info. Transfers from yesterday. This is an untested Floridian grass lover culture. And this is from Agar Slurry yesterday. Don't worry about the brown. It's because it's the species. Is that the species? Yeah, Eski won the spore print. He won the spore prints, one of the spore prints. So, no, Eski did not win the culture itself because I did send out two cultures actually, two winners I think. Yeah, two winners. Who were they? I forgot who they were. Look at that. Alzheimer Dement says, don't you cool the pea trees in front of a flow hood? No, I don't. I just cool them in the sab for less than an hour, maybe 40 to 50 minutes is plenty. And then I wrap them. They're already solid then. Lincoln's RC says the whole point of me doing this was to stop migraines. It worked for me, so I did. So I gave it to my dad, and it worked for him as well. No more migraines. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. I'm real happy to hear that my channel's made such a positive impact. Because that's incredible, man. Really glad to hear that it helped. That I hear so many people say that, you know, oh yeah, it helped for this, it helped for that. So that is incredible. Nice poo lover, says Overjoyed. Oh, why thank you. I've got quite a few poo lovers here. Quite a few. I just took some transfers recently. I love this guy though. Look at this. This is a Floridian grass lover. Almost looks rhizo. For a species that's not known for having rhizo looking mycelium. But yeah, the poo lover culture that you guys saw earlier, that's my best poo lover culture. This is like so much faster than the rest of the poo lover cultures I have. I have like 3 or 4 other cultures, and 1A is absolutely the fastest. So that's what I'm going to be trying to propagate. And inoculated a bunch of jars. So, you know, it's just like I feel like I've almost got the fruiting down. It's just the colonization is taking forever. So, but seeing good progress. This is a brand new tech that I'm trying, where I just sterilize a bunch of grains and poo together. As you can see, there's some mycelium popping up. I shook it yesterday, so they're recovering very nicely. Beaker Dab says, nice mine. Floridia grass lovers were completely tomentose. Yeah. Yeah, usually they are. Usually they are. Oh, all caps, 3D. Michael Sage, good to see you back, man. Oh, awesome. Glad to see You here. I've been here the whole time, man. I've just been on my other channels. I started new channels. One of them is growing at around 50 subscribers a day for the last month, which is awesome. It's just Mycophilia. It looks exactly, almost exactly like this channel. But yeah, check it out. It's in the description of this video. I've been here for a while, you know. I didn't leave you guys, so hopefully, you know, the problem is this video doesn't get to anybody. Like every time I post here telling people like, hey, you know, you could come subscribe to my new channel. I'm still here. It's like YouTube doesn't spread the video. So I get like 150 to like 500 views in like 2 weeks, which is terrible. So like even if I have like 3,000 subscribers, the word doesn't get out to them. Alzheimer Demand says Rhizo like poo lovers. Poo lovers are like the most tomentose though. Like they don't go Rhizo at all. They're very fast though. They're very fast colonizing, but they don't go Rhizo. Lincoln's RC says, how long does mycelium live or last on agar? Well, you know, I did, if you remember, shortly before this channel got I got the strikes and I had to take down my videos, I did an experiment with called the revival of mummified agar plates. And those plates were over 2 years old. Clones from over 2 years ago that I kept in open air, right? Not in the fridge or anything like that. No, no, you know, nothing. Just as they are, and it was basically like paper thin, right? And I was like, okay, well, we'll see if it works. And I did get clean growth from him, and hopefully I could find some examples of that. I did a bunch of plates. Yeah, this one here. This is from September 28th, but this is a revived plate. So this is like an old plate of an old plate of a 2-year-old plate, and this is how it grew. Obviously this is old, so it looks kind of weird, but as you can see, it's fine. So basically I was able to revive it. Here's another one, same culture. This is from October 20th. So I've been meaning to put this to grain for months, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, I revived them. No problem at all. That's why I don't mess around with slants. Imagine if I just left these guys in the fridge. They would be so much, they would last for so long, years and years. Look at that. Look at how fluffy. Look at that aerial mycelium. It's literally touching the lid. Like pillars. Like a culture with poo lovers looks to me very healthy and rhizo-like. Well, that's good. It's a very good thing if they're healthy. Where did I put that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta put this to grain. Ancient culture. Ancient culture. Oh, yeah, and I also did it with a CE6. That's the chocolate MV6 that I called it, my little isolate. And yeah, it's got weird looking growth. Some weird looking mycelium. But still mycelium. There's some weird, I don't know what that is. So I wouldn't really trust that too much, but take another transfer, see how it goes. Yeah, 1D. 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 One D. 1D. 1D. 1B sign. Poo lovers. Hey Fred, thanks for coming, man. Hope you have a great day or night. Beaker Daz, my old plates seem to pen out. Yeah, you know, my plates, like, I never have much, like, in terms of rhizo growth. I barely ever have it. Also, plate pens, you know, don't really happen for me. I think it's because of the way that I wrap the plates. I wrap them very, very tight. But even then, still, it just doesn't. So maybe it's the kind of malt extract that I'm using. But Munch was also saying how he's never gotten rhizo growth either. So there's something. Oh man, I threw out a handful. They were a couple months old. I didn't know. I'm learning. Oh, right. Yeah, you threw out a bunch of plates. Yeah. They can last a long time, but if you'd like to store them for a little longer, for like years, let's say they could last many years just on a plate like this in a fridge. Beaker Dab says, I keep old plates around just in case something happens. You still have the culture. Yeah, absolutely. Same. Don't Kill Carrot says, they can last a few months on agar. I have some pretty old plates in the fridge. Could last in excess of a year. As I said, DKC, the cultures that I just showed you right now were resuscitated from like literally plates just left out on like the table for over 2 years. Yeah, it was like paper. There was like no moisture, but as soon as I put it to a new plate, the moisture from the plate itself, from the new agar, basically resuscitated the mycelium. And all of them, all of the ones that I did like 3 of them, of old clones from over 2 years ago that have been left in the room, grew just fine. So if I put that on the fridge, they could last way longer. Peace, Fred. Lincoln's RC, I'm gonna cry. Oh man, you could always grow some more. As long as you give them the conditions, they will just grow. Right, I have some plates around the same age now. Well, you should try making some transfers. See what happens. Well, anyways, guys, I think we've chatted for long enough. Unfortunately, this video is not getting around to much of my viewers, but I did get to a few of you guys. So I think there are like 2 of you, 2 or 3 of you who became aware that I still exist. So that's awesome. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna check up on the new video that I'm trying to upload, and maybe I'll post it up tonight if everything went smoothly with the upload. So thanks for joining in, guys. Yo, what's up, Uncle Stoner? I was just about to leave. Yeah, September, that's just a few months ago. I got plates from September. I don't even worry about them because I know they're fine. All right, guys. See you all. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Have a great one. Have a great day or night. Mycophilia Sage, checking out.